we go 1 garlic clove.
This is Caesar dressing.
And you already know how to make this into a paste. So we're going to turn this into a paste. Turn this into a paste. And your garlic clove goes in. Your mayonnaise.
It's a half cup.
Huh?
It's about a half cup.
Yeah, whatever you made yesterday, you can use that. The entire thing. Lemon juice. Worcestershire. Parmesan cheese. Pepper. I'll use this one, but I recommend you use black. This is white. Okay. Buttermilk. It's almost exactly the same. The only thing we're missing here is a little bit of Tabasco. Okay, so now you're gonna mix. And then one thing that we're going to add to this is an anchovy. Okay, 1 anchovy. Now, Caesar salad was invented by Caesar Cardini in the 1920s, 1924, 1926. People have different time, but in that period, at a place called Caesar's in Tijuana, TJ. And it's still made today. It's the most popular salad. And now Caesar Cardini gave the recipe for the Caesar dressing to Julia Child. And when Julia Child did it in her cooking show, she put anchovy. So forever now you would see the salad garnished with anchovy on top, sort of a tribute or as a garnish. The original recipe didn't have anchovy, but it did have Worcestershire shag. I'm getting very distracted. You have a question? Go for it. No? Okay. And it did have Worcestershire sauce. So if you don't like anchovies, you probably don't like Worcestershire because there's anchovies in Worcestershire. But when he gave her that recipe, she put anchovies, and now forever you're going to see recipes with anchovy in them. If you don't like it, it is a little bit diluted once you mix it, so it's not quite as intense as you might think. But if you don't like it, then totally fine. You don't have to use it. You can use the Worcestershire, and that's enough. The Parmesan cheese should be, so this one is still made at the restaurant, and it's made tableside. They basically make mayonnaise at the table. They crush the garlic, Dijon, Parmesan. They make mayonnaise tableside, and the dressing is a lot thicker than you think. So this should be something that's also, pretty substantial. So don't be cheap on that. Now, one thing, this one is going to be a tossed salad. So whenever you're making your salad, you should toss your greens in a dressed bowl. So if you've ever gone to a restaurant and you have like globs of dressing that are just sitting on top of the lettuce, they just ladled it on top. The better way to make a salad, especially if it's a tossed one, is to dress your bowl with however much dressing you want. Okay? And then you take your, in this case we take romaine, And we talked yesterday about composed salads, that's our Cobb. This one is an example of a tossed. Doesn't look as appealing, perhaps. At Bob's Big Boy, they'll serve this salad tossed. And once you toss this, it looks like something completely different. Not very pretty at all. But you want to toss those greens in there so that every piece of lettuce is nicely coated, not just one or two pieces, right? And then you can always add more dressing, but you can't take it out. So in this case, you'll have something that's really, really nice. Even though we've seasoned our mayonnaise, and then we season again the Caesar, then you still want to season your lettuce. And some chefs will say that if you're tasting a dressing, you should taste it with the lettuce that it's being served with. Okay, so a little bit of that. Black pepper would be fantastic because this goes a long way on this salad. But now you put more Parmesan cheese on top. And now 4 ounces built up, you make a little bed, and then you slowly start to add more on top, make it look like 15. Then if you wanted to add anything else to it, chicken and so on, then you can do that. Okay? Composed, tossed. And then for the last one, our balsamic vinaigrette. This one is going to be like